Bill here. It's still, I don't know if I'm gonna, if you haven't seen, there's another video, okay? The purpose of the shave today is I'm testing an edge that I put on Brian Scuttle Soap on the shaving cadre. He sent me 4/8 CV Heiljestrand that he wanted to try and have me duplicate the edge that I put on his stainless steel razor. I think I did pretty good. Ultimately, the test will be his, but I want to do a test shave with this and some other stuff that kind of came in that little box with the thing. I am not sure if I'm going to attach the two videos together. I'll link them in the shaving cadre. I'll link them in the, I think it's going to be too long to put it all in one. So I'll link one video to the other because it kind of all does connect in. So the soap, which I've already kind of lathered up, kind of as a pre-thing, was a gift from Brian. It is Razor Rock Black Label. It has it's what they call a fougere type barbershop frigidaire. Has a nice smell to it. I think next time I do a Razor Rock order, I might get some of the aftershave to go with this. See if I like it. It's likable. It's likable. It is. I didn't see tallow in there, so. But it does. I whipped up the lather. It does suds up pretty nice. So I did, like you usually do with a shave stick. You rub it on there. It comes off pretty easy, especially with the growth that I got being the shave derelict that I have been because of my pursuit of a stable blood sugar, lower stable blood sugar, and I'm doing pretty well with that. I've lost weight. My blood pressure's down. Weight is down. These are all side effects to my goal, which is control blood sugar without having to take medicines to do so. And I'm fortunate that my body is responding to that. I don't expect my body to change in any short time. It didn't take me but maybe half a century to get where I am. I don't expect things to correct themselves in 2 weeks. It's a long haul thing for me. So the dietary change is a life-changing thing where I have begun to think that I need to prepare foods for my lunches and breakfasts and just do things different. And reading and understanding it's a time-consuming thing for me. So if you haven't seen me as active as I had been on the cadre, that's the reason. My apologies. I know I have a lot of catching up to do. I'm hoping this weekend I can get all caught up on the videos that I've been missing out on. Just understand that I'm trying to make sure that I'm around just a little bit longer. Okay, so that's the soap worked out. In the theme with the Razor Rock Black Label, the tall dark brush from whoever the hell it is, West Coast Shaving, synthetic, black synthetic. So it's I liked it. So one thing I'm going to do a comparison to, Brian sent me, he and I were, in the theme now is black because he sent me some supply black injector blades to try on my supply razor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like maybe half of the first pass with this, and I'm going to do the bulk of the stuff because my goal is to test this razor. All right, so let's see how it goes. See if I can remember not having shaved. This is a little smaller in the fingers. I do have a 4/8 one does have to be a little careful. I don't have another straight to compare it to. But ordinarily for me, on that stroke coming up, that's where I see and feel, maybe I should grab another straight just to see. Because this is like a week's. Let me just, I'll back off on the supply thing. So be patient shortly. Okay, so just for comparison, the 7/8 gong razor been honed in the pretty much same method. Now 7/8 may do a little bit different than that one that was, but with this much hair growth, I want to see. Okay, this is a little bit noisier. But I'm still feeling, so the resistance I'm feeling, I'm gonna say is the amount of beard that I'm dealing with. And I always strop my razors before I put them away, so I didn't do the pre-stropping on this. So the only reason I did that, I needed to check for myself and see if I'm okay with sending that to Brian. Obviously, it'll be up for his evaluation to check it. On the cheek, I might have got a little closer with the gong razor. But both of them were not painful, not tuggy, just didn't deliver the ease of hair cutting that sometimes I associate with Feather Artist Club blades. So okay, so now I'm gonna do half a shave with the supply injector. Okay, don't want to confuse my passes here. Okay, so Brian, thank you very much for those blades. I agree with you. Originally, and I got a whole bunch of Schick Pro lines. I do like these black blades better than the ones that either the Pro lines or the ones in the white package, and I have both of those. And the ones in the white package, I equate those with the Chinese made Schicks. Okay. So second pass, I don't feel any tug, any reason. Not to like this razor. Got to be a little careful here with all this gear hanging around. Despite the changing up on equipment, I'm at pass number 2, the same place on both of them. Oh, I mean, I messed up my shirt here, but I made this whole other video and I got a drop of salad dressing that stained my shirt. It's like, okay, I didn't even look in the mirror before I made that first video. So if anybody sees that, yeah, I saw what a slob I am. It's one of the side effects of my diet is I do eat less. I'm finding I finally found a eating style that I eat less food and I'm not hungry. So that was a big thing for me, not having to walk around like I'm starving all the time, but changing the diet. So I'm liking that. I'm liking what I get to eat. I'm liking that in the morning I can have coffee and put heavy cream in it. And the soap's good. I'm liking the soap. Okay. And I'm eating well, and I'm adjusting things as I go along and finding a balance. I'm following the Carb Manager app for the balance in carbohydrates, and I'm coming in and hitting lower in carbohydrates than my target. My target for glucose control was set at 30. I'll go to 30. Sometimes there've been some days that I go 1 or 2 grams of carbs above that. A lot of times I come in at around 20 or so. So and that's good. And at times when I'm eating, and this is the interesting that I find, the carbs, since there's vegetables, like you can eat one yellow bell pepper, okay, and that is the carbs for that meal, period, okay? Or you can eat like a whole bunch of spinach and a whole bunch of other things, and there's very little contribution in carbs, and you can eat a lot of that stuff. And then what I'm finding is I need to increase the level of fat that I'm eating without increasing the protein. So it's like, yes, bacon gives you fat and so does eggs, but I need to be accelerating the volume of fat that I'm consuming. So sometimes a handful of walnuts is in the plans, and sometimes when I eat kind of a salad at lunch, I love to put the dressing on it. The dressing has given me the fat. I remember all these times trying to lose weight, and oh yeah, you can eat all the salad, but you gotta watch the dressing. You cannot put a lot of dressing on there. That's like, now it's like you're eating the salad so you can eat the dressing. It's like, oh, this is really, really fun. So a couple of great things. So let's get the shave finished up and yep, I'm happy with that against the grain stroke there. I'm happy with this edge. Now, Brian, before this comes to you, this will go, following the instructions, it'll go 10 minutes in a barbicide. I have a jar of barbicide solution, and I'll put this in there, and I'll kind of hang this in there so that the barbicide is only on the blade edge. I don't like to get barbicide in the whole thing. I just don't think it's necessarily good for it. But for the recommended sanitation reasons, every time razors in or out of here, they go in barbicide, up past the working part of the blade. So that'll be. Also, Brian, I'm going to put a little ballistol on here to like an oil. I should get some regular mineral oil. I don't have any around here, but I'm going to put some ballistol on. Ballistol is water miscible. You can wash it off with, put it in the sink and wash it off. Maybe a little, a little soap. Be careful with it, but get that all. And that'll be on here. And I'm not going to get ballistol down into, because I'm not sure that stuff is necessarily good for the scales. And this is a beautiful. This is nice and tight. This is just the pinning is tight. This is just a really, really beautiful piece. I love how Heiljestrand, how they go to the detail effort to cut this down and cut away, which is something you don't necessarily see on a lot of German razors, even vintage type stuff. There's absolutely no wonder in my mind why these particular vintage razors are so popular with people. Yep, that's nice. Brian, I hope you're happy with this. But like, if I hone anything for anybody, okay, do not hesitate to tell the truth. If you don't like it, if there's something you don't like it, this is what this is all about. I don't have any ego in what I do in my sharpening, and I'm willing to share this with my sharpening. I'm willing to sharpen razors for other people, and if I hone a razor for somebody, friends are for free or not at all. Okay, I mean, if you want, I don't mind taking a pack of blades, and I don't mind taking some soap. Okay, I don't mind you paying, like Brian did, sent me the return, but I don't mind you doing that. Okay, but I'm not in this for the money. I'm not trying to sell anything. Very pleasant shaver this razor is. Very pleasant. And after I go in the Barbasol, I will hit it on the strop a little bit smooth. I'm gonna do a little more work here, like most of us do. So I am, with the change of diet, I'm feeling so much better. Okay, it's going to be, I'm not going to go back. 5 days into this, 5 days into it, okay, I'm at work and I'm walking around in the plant like I have done every day in that company since I've been back there for 4 years, walking around, and all of a sudden I'm walking along and I can feel the movement in my feet and the movement in my toes, and I can feel that I could curl my toes down, and I can feel that. That was one of the things that diabetes had done to me. I had lost that feeling, and it had been so slow and so progressive that I did not know that it was happening. That's how people lose their feet. Okay, and just to feel the I'm feeling less joint pain, whereas, I take a walk, a couple of times in the past couple of weeks, I've wanted to take a walk, not to necessarily go lose weight or exercise or anything, because I felt good enough to go walk. And I went outside and I took a walk, and I cannot tell you that at any time in my life ever have I decided that I just want to go walk because I felt so good. So being all of a sudden the new guy that all of a sudden finds this energy he lost, and things that I had lost from from a condition that involves my body and insulin and sugar, and just stopping feeding the sugar machine that I am. Okay, because I'll make all the glucose I need. My body will break down proteins if it needs to. I don't need to eat the stuff. And just reading about that, which is one of the things that consumes some of my times. It is just really a tremendous health benefit. My good friend Joseph Primo, he sent me a link to a holistic doctor that makes a lot of really great videos. I've enjoyed them. I've read through them. He's not necessarily a keto guy, even though he may be on keto, but some of the principles and all, and he doesn't talk bad about a ketogenic diet, but he is just wholly okay, just totally a guy who says you need to get your carbohydrates down. You need to stop eating the processed carbohydrates and flours, and stop eating sugar and stuff like that. And it's been an enjoyable trip for me so far, and I expect to continue. I expect to continue for the rest of my life in this lifestyle. This is not a fad thing for me, because I don't think, while I am in the process, and I'm hoping I'll get the medical confirmation that I have either put type 2 diabetes in remission or reversed it, or call whatever you want to call it. I can't go back to eating the way I did for 50 years, because I will find myself, guaranteed, I'll find myself back in the same condition, maybe even a little bit worse. So there's my soapbox. Enjoyable shave for me with this piece and this soap. I find it sharp and smooth. So, Brian, I hope you like this. I think that's going to be it for the shave. I am going to follow up with a little stuff what I consider in the dark arena that I've been shaving with the theme of black and black. I'm going to use, I never thought I would like an oud scent, and I still am not sure if I like it or not. But while we were in Vegas, I did pick up this. This is smoky oud. It's an aftershave that is, the master aftershaves were discontinued. And I smelled it, and it almost has a kind of I don't smell a smoky, I smell kind of like a floral type thing, and I'm not really sure what oud smells like, because I'm not sure I've ever had genuine oud. Okay, but I'm putting this on. It smells okay. I mean, I view it as a little bit dark. It's not vetiver dark. Okay, I could have put vetiver, but I don't enjoy vetiver. Okay, this has I understand this is, I don't think there's much alcohol in here, if any. Water, there is some alcohol in there, okay. And then it's like got glycerin. So that's what's responsible for it being real slippery. And a little bit later on, I may put something on top of it. But great shave to all my friends at the Shaving Cadre. Please go to, if you're catching this on YouTube, and you're interested in a forum where you can interact with people with like interests, that strangely enough, okay, the people that favor beating down other ones have found themselves a home in other forums, thankfully. Okay, and this is why they call it the cadre, because with the great diversity of people, we have this common thing that we like to do, and we are friends, and have great Zoom calls and conversations and meetups and everything like that. So do check out theshavencadre.com. This is Bill, and I didn't hang my towel, so you can't get it all done. So thanks for tuning in. Wishing everybody great rest of the weekend and a great week. Thanks.